It's been quite some time since I've done an actual toy review. Mm, let's do a toy checkup. I feel like that'll be right. So, no, I didn't review you. Yes. Alright, let's take you over here. Hey, how's it going? And today we're starting our new series called How's It Going? Pretty much, we are looking at a figure. The rules are has to be about 9 months old or a year old, and we'll compare it to other figures, either new or older than it. That goes for its accessories, the figure itself, and anything that could have gone wrong during the time it's been on shelf. Today we're looking at our 9-month-old Jurassic World Amber Collection, Dilophosaurus by Mattel. I do have some little complaints about it. Some problems I had when I first got the figure got worse. But other than that, let's just jump right into it. Starting off with the stand. Focus. There you go. There's a little ding on it, but that's my fault. I was cleaning my shelves and I removed the figure from the stand, and then I may or may not have dropped it. But that's not the point. It's pretty solid. It's pretty the same. The little defrill is actually surprisingly the one I had the most problem with, which I thought I would, but pretty much just pretty good. Just a little bit of color fade. Most of my shelves don't stand too close to the sun. They're in darkness, but I would have thought this thing would have rotted by now, but hey, it is what it is. Pretty cool. Now the e-stock sign. I did have a problem with it when I first got it. Some of the printing did fade a bit, and now it's super faded. You can't really tell from far away, but when you like zoom in, you can see there's little fade parts, white splotches. It's kind of sad. This was like my favorite accessory when it came out. It just looks so cool. But it's alright. You know, you get what you get with print. The base and stand looks pretty good still. Um, the poison, which you put in the Dilophosaurus mouth, 10 out of 10. Like, nothing has changed since I gotten it. Like, probably got a little bit more bendy. It's not as hard. But other than that, it's pretty good. Let's look at the figure now. Starting with the face, the mouth, the nose, white little dots, as you can see there, have faded just a tiny bit. It could just be me, but I remember it being a little bit more white. I'll probably insert a photo right here. Not only that, but yeah, it just looks more faded than how it was. The frill, on the other hand, is super, super good as it is. But one thing that has a bit to fix is that mouth thing. It actually got worse as I left it there. And got a bit bigger, but it was a defect to begin with. The mouth, on the other hand, like the actual mouth, teeth and tongue and all, very, very well kept. Like nothing, like no little drippings or just no paint fade or nothing, which is nice. Seeing that beautiful frill again, nothing wrong with it, which I am very happy about. Now let's go to the tail. The tail is where the most problem's at. There is tearing because it's made out of rubber to begin with, and it's just not good, but rubber's rubber, you know, it slides off like the little hangnails you get. So the undertail is pretty good. Nothing bad with it, but once we get to the right side is where you can start seeing what I mean about the tail being a little bit disgraded. Now, it's probably harsh criticism, but still, I feel like you shouldn't be able to see those little dots. It ticks me off just a tiny bit, but the more you move the tail, the more it's prominent. The body itself, though, on the other hand, it's pretty good. Not too much wear and tear. You can see the little plastic tear there. It could be paint, it could be wrong. The feet over here, though, pretty nice. It's like nothing happened to it, which is pretty cool. But once we get to the underbelly where the hole is, each time you put the stand, it does open it a bit and leaves those little nasty black stretchy marks. But it is what it is. But let's not compare it to some of its older brothers. So we're going to look one at this one. I got two of these to compare. This is a 1993 Kenner Jurassic Park Dilophosaurus. Pretty much you put it in water, it squirts water. As you can see, it has a bit faded paint. It's more than 25 years old. I actually broke the neck on this, but you can't really see it. Body's made out of complete rubber. No fade whatsoever. You know, just a little bit of wear and tear, like I mentioned, fix it easily. Some, you know, paint chipping, but other than that, it's pretty good. The tail is not too good, but let me show you the better version of it. Okay, so here's the better kept duplicate. It's not as much paint fading, not too bad looking with the paint at all. The tail's very, very, very well. The body itself, keep in mind these guys are completely made out of rubber. You'll be able to see how that eye is in a bit. Just look how good at it is compared to the other one. I'm not going to give it too much crap though, because one is older, but let's go ahead and look at its frail accessory. Pretty much, you remove it. There you go, and put the non-frill on. Believe it or not, the more you do it, the easier it got. I remember my original review, I saw it just to catch up to make sure I don't twist my words. It was a lot harder, but the more you do it, the ball joint gets better. Better way I found, just plug it in there and then just slide the head up towards it, and way, way better. Swiveling, everything 360. Posability still the same. You can tell pretty much how it is. It's beautifully well. I love the figure. It's just the fact that there is still some paint fade or print fade. But other than that, it's actually really nice. So let's go ahead and give it a rating. So rating wise, how it is was saying to the test of time, I give it a 9 out of 10, and here's why. Even though it's 9 months old, I did have a little cousin play with it a tiny bit because he wanted to. And it shows that it can handle, kids literally tearing it apart. And the little fade from it, was my fault not keeping it well taken care of. But it could have been a lot worse, it could be broken. But overall, the figure has withstanded the test of time so far. And on top of that, kids freaking handling it like an animal. But it did it. We'll check on this figure again in another 9 months to a year. And thanks for watching, and stay tuned for the next review. I'm doing the Arnold Amber collection, and that's going to be fun. See you next time, guys, and have a great day. Stay safe.